fought her desire.
He what?
He fought her desire. So
Very good. What does that mean?
that he barely fought her.
He didn't really put up a fight. So
Why do you think that is?
Because
She's
maybe
a
he's
god.
God.
she's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So there's like two things going on here. Part of it is that Calypso is sort of got Odysseus in a trance. All right. Remember, this is a nymph. This is like a partial goddess here. All right. He's entranced by her beauty and sort of in awe of her. So when you think about the fact that he's been there for 7 years, is it all because of her?
No.
Maybe it's partially him. All right. We'll have to. I sort of question Odysseus' loyalty in this book, but we'll see. Maybe he'll earn it back. Why is Calypso surprised that Odysseus wants to leave? Why is she sort of shocked by that? Yeah, Miss Taylor.
Because she's a goddess and he don't know what else he would like, what he would want with mortals when he has like a goddess.
I am Laertes' son. Who's Laertes?
His
dad. His dad. Very good. Remember, you wrote that down. What shall I say first? What shall I keep until the end? The gods have tried me in 1,000 ways. But first, my name. Let that be known to you. And if I pull away from pitiless death, friendship will bind us, though my land lies far. Any details yet? No, not so much. He's just describing like, oh, I don't know which part of my story to tell first. I'm going to keep going. I am Laertes' son, Odysseus. Men hold me formidable for guile in peace and war. That means like all the men think he's a really impressive guy. This fame has gone abroad to the sky's rim. My home is on the peaked sea mark of Ithaca, under Mount Maion's wind-blown robe of leaves, in sight of other islands, Dulichium, Same, wooded Zycanthus, Ithaca being most lofty in that coastal sea, and northwest, while the rest lie east and south. So I'm going to pause right there at line 15. Descriptive language?
Yes.
Yes, most definitely. All right? I'm seeing him describing in detail his hometown. He's describing in detail Ithaca. Why might he do that? Yeah, he misses it. All right? He's trying to recall and paint a picture for us. We can't imagine Ithaca. We don't know what it looks like. All right? He's sort of painting the scene for us here. And trying to bring back a memory, like Indiana mentioned. Right? So from line 16. Very good. So what does he describe that he has with him?
Liquor.
Yeah, he has liquor. Right? We'll have to see what he's going to do with it. Let's try to answer some of these. All right? So what effect does Odysseus have on people? What is Odysseus discussing in lines 6 through 26? What does this show us about his character? At the very beginning of this. At the very beginning of this.
He's a leader.
Okay, how can you tell?
It says like, he orders all the guys around. He has like 300 guys.
I think he likes
Yeah, he's the only one that
Control.
Okay. But you said something important. I can't remember what you said.
I said that before I said that he's influential, and then I
But you
said
said
like
he
being in
like.
charge.
How can you tell that?
Because he gives orders all the time.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's kind of good if he's leading them in the right way.
Okay. How could it potentially become negative?
Because they would want to stray away from him. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's
Oh, because they don't want to be like bossed around all the time.
What is Odysseus talking about in lines 6 through 26 in this very part of the story? Here. 26. That we talked about.
Himself and his glory.
Okay, very good. Himself? What do you mean by his glory?
Like how all
Very good. He's talking about what he's gone through, right? He's talking about the things that he's triumphed over. Excellent. Flip to the next page. What happens? Oh, we already talked about what happened on the islands of the Lotus Eaters. All right? But how does Odysseus describe the Cyclops in lines 56 through 67? Let's zoom in on those lines. Those are the lines that Wallace read to us. How does he
He
describe
described
them?
them as like they're tall and they're like isolated and they're mean.
and they're aggressive too.
Okay.
They're aggressive.
Good. In the way that they treat their families.
He like rough.
Okay. So make a prediction here. When Odysseus encounters, if he does encounter a Cyclops, how do you think that interaction might go?
It's gonna go down.
Why?
I think he has too much.
Because
Because if a cyclops
he think fully of himself, and then he gotta you get the bigger teacher who don't like people. Then he invented they
isolated.
Okay.
see this man that's not normal. They probably gonna be like acting offensive.
Okay. Zoom in, Amber. What did you say? You think he would?
I think he has like too much pride. So
They like love
they don't accept the altercation.
Typical male.
He's heartbreaking himself.
Yeah, his heart is breaking. What else? What about that part?
He's crying.
Okay, so.
So he's sensitive.
Exactly. Sensitive about what?
Penelope.
Exactly. Why?
Because he miss her.
You didn't need my help. You just read it. Yes, you'll give it to me, but in like the last few of class today. Good. So what did he just describe there?
It's really heavy.
Exactly. It's so heavy that even 2 dozen four-wheeled wagons, competing wagon teams could not have moved it because it's so huge. Next, he took his seat and milked his bleeding ewes, a practice job he made of it, giving each ewe her suckling. Thickened his milk then into curds and whey, sieved out the curds to drip in withy baskets, and poured the whey to stand in bowls, cooling until he drank it for supper. When all these chores were done, he poked the fire, heaping on brushwood. In the glare, he saw it.
So they were like standing by the fire.
And so what happens right there at the very end?
You can't really hide it.
He sees them.
Come on, let's read it. Let's close the book.
Close the book.
No.
No! You know why I always like to leave you in suspense?